Subhash Garg, DEA Secretary, on RBI dividend and the divestment mop-up, Ruchi Bhatia began by asking him the impact of crude prices on government finances.
As probably it would have been, it was not wise to expect that the crude will not go up. Probably it will not be unwise not to accept that the crude will not go down. So we presently are working on assumption that the crude stays at this level, and therefore not much increase has been built into the subsidies.
So what's the number that you're factoring in?
Let's not put any number. There's no good point, I suppose, of guessing what should be the yearly average or something.
But 65 to 70 is more realistic now, the way
that is the present, and for last couple of months I think that average is there. If it stays there, this would be the average.
You know, my last two questions, and one has to be on divestment, because there was of course a lot of expectation that the divestment target, given the fact that we have achieved almost 1 lakh crore this time around, we will top that number significantly in the next budget. Why has the government been so conservative on the 80,000 crore mark?
I was explaining, government is not conservative. 80,000 is ambitious target. But I'm very encouraged to see the market reaction. It seems that the market is looking for more, whereas we have to keep it in consideration that taking out such a big program, the market may not actually be in a position to absorb the entire thing. Just consider how much the equity is raised by fresh issuances, and how much the government is making by way of divestment. It's a very large proportion. So 80,000 crore is a fairly ambitious and good target.
You know, given the fact that SEBI will now ask a lot of companies to go ahead and raise almost 25% of their funds from the bond markets, do you think the Indian bond markets are deep enough, they have that much to offer all the large corporates, because the demand is very much?
You know, India has been little bank-centric financing model. We need to move to the bond markets where savers can directly also subscribe. So what has been stated is that the large corporates may be mandated to sort of raise about 1/4 of their demand. They do raise some, but this is the aspirational directions, and I think it makes sense for the corporates also to raise.
But what will have to be done? I mean, you know, in terms of deepening the corporate bond markets, what is it that needs to be done from the government's and from SEBI's end to ensure that corporates avail, at least the intent that the government has talked about so far?
Number one, by the way, corporates are raising increasingly larger amounts from the bond market.
I agree,
so it's not. We used to do about 2.5 lakh crores only a couple of years back. This year we have done about 7 lakh crores from the corporate bonds. So it's going up. So infrastructure has been built, the demand is there, the structures are getting created, regulation is fine. So lot of things which is required for building a healthy and robust and comprehensive debt market have been done. It's perhaps that nudge you require for the corporates to make a systemic change towards, and that's what by mandating probably can come. So that is the expectation. If we do that, I think we will see good corporate market.
Before I let you go, my last question, and this I promise will be the last one. The RBI has not relented on the dividend so far for this year, and yet we've kept, again, a very ambitious target for RBI dividend, close to 45,000 crore rupee for next year. The rationale behind this, and will at all the RBI budge this year?
It's unfair to say that RBI has not relented. RBI has made their own suggestions how to deal with it. Those are still being discussed, and we have 2 months to clinch the deal.